Hey there, my friends. What's going on? It's Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. And we have yet another amazing guest this morning. It's Monday, July 17th. What a beautiful way to start the second half of 2023. We have a full half of, just less than a half of a year to make 2023 the most productive year, the most potentially even profitable year, but absolutely the year to where you make a big change and have a large defining moment in your life. Let's hear how Christopher is doing that in his life, in his business. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Hello, sir. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. How are you doing this morning, and where are you calling in from?
Calling from Vancouver, BC, Canada, and I'm fine. I'm doing great. And you? Sir?
I'm great, man. Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling nervous?
I'm feeling both.
Great.
Yeah.
Great, man. Is this the
Mhm.
first time that you've ever done anything like this? Tell us a little bit about your backstory and how you found Legendary and what you were looking for.
Um, yes. This is my first time doing this, and I found Legendary to through Facebook, and then I was like, I can give it a shot because I'm doing my I have an extra time with me while doing my main job, so I made it as my part time, right? And
Mm.
then ever since I started the journey, it was great. It taught me a lot of things, and then by applying those knowledge, it was able to make me a a how do you call it? It made me more more responsible. It's sometimes not about the destiny; it's about the journey, right?
Mm.
And then yeah, ever since it was just um, positive. Like they keep coming because before I had a lot of difficulties these past few years. Like the COVID and stuff, right? But
Yeah.
2018, um, I lost my daughter
Oh.
because yeah, she was stillbirth,
Mm.
so it was a really tough time for me and my ex-wife now. So yeah, and then back in 2021 December, I I had an injury. Like I broke my arm,
Mm.
right, my right arm. So it was like a left humerus fracture. So it was like completely cut off. Then
Mm.
I was so down at that time during the recovery phase. That's when I found legendary marketers. So it made me uh, it made me as a whole again. Because it was very I was at my very dark phase at that time,
Yeah.
and then yeah, that's
Wow, brother. That's a lot, man. Thank you so much
yeah.
for sharing all of that and
Mhm.
those tragedies and all that you went through. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Of course, my condolences for that. No father ever
Yeah.
wants to go through that. And then divorce and then breaking in an arm and then,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, my brother, it's amazing that you're even still standing here.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a
Thanks.
true testament to miracles. It's a true testament to human strength, and we're grateful for your story. And
Thank
so, yeah, my pleasure, brother, and thank you for sharing that. And so, a real opportunity to turn. I certainly don't want to refer to your life as a mess, but you understand what I'm saying. It's a
Yeah.
mess into a message.
That's
It's a struggle into a strength. And so since finding Legendary, you have found some new direction. You found some new purpose, is kind of what I'm hearing.
that's
Talk to us a little bit about that hope that you found and how you are turning that into action. What has lit you up? What has been the things that have gotten you excited about life and business again?
because I see that. people are like people are like they uh people are like sorry guys, my English is not that good. Yeah,
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
yeah, I see that people are like having this uh change of their lives, so I do it by doing legendary marketers. So I was like, I tried it as well, right? So I kept on and hoping that um it's gonna be like it's gonna be sorry, my emotions are like so mixed now since I shared my story.
Of course, of
um
course, of course.
yeah, because it was all going back to me now, so I was like,
Sure, sure,
yeah.
sure. Take your time. I'm right here with you, brother, and take
Mhm.
your time, as much time as you need.
Yeah, I was like, it's all great because it gave me the opportunity that I was looking for, and because doing this as my part time was really changed the course of my life. Like, now I can I can do like I can schedule my things better than before, because before was so messed I was so messed up, and then it really gave me the opportunity to share my knowledge about my content. And then my because my content was um, um, s- uh, uh, it's about helping people, right? So this about helping people is is what I want to do, because I don't want them to face what I faced, like uh, for the past few years of my life. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's that. Yeah.
Well, there was actual scientific study done, and
Hmm.
uh, I can't remember the name of it, but it was about military veterans sharing their story and healing their PTSD.
Hmm.
And one of the things that this particular case study found was that one of the fastest ways or the most healing ways for these veterans who had been through tragedy, who had seen tragedy, similar to what you're saying here, was for them to share their story. Now, I can certainly relate to that as well. You know, being overcoming addiction or battling addiction and then trying to overcome it, homelessness, all the different things that came along with that for me back in my late teens and early 20s. One of the things that helped me was that same opportunity to share my story. And I talk about that quite a bit. So, certainly, you just shared some vulnerable, honest, and real life tragedies right here, right now, um, and things that you've gone through, parts of your story. You mentioned here a moment ago about it's about the journey and not the destination. Can you say more about that? And can you talk about the therapeutic value that you've gotten? And I don't mean that there's a scientific therapeutic value. I just wonder, from your perspective, you're talking
Hmm.
about finding more motivation. You're talking about the journey, not the destination. You're talking about finding hope again. What has it been like to share yourself to help people in the way that you're now helping people? What has that done, not just for your bank account, but for your heart and soul? you know,
Hmm. That's true.
talk to those people who are struggling right now with just life, more than just finances. We find when we come in here, it's usually not just cash. It's not just money
Hmm.
that's a problem. We've got issues across all of our life that we want to change, but it's an inside job, isn't it, brother? And can
Yeah.
you talk about that more about that inside job for you, and how has it been the feedback that you've gotten from people? Has it been the opportunity for you to be vocal and share and help people? What are some of the specific things that have had that therapeutic healing value for you?
Yeah, because ever since I started the journey, I was able to share my my knowledge, and then it helped me cope up with what's happening in my life, because I've seen people responding to me like really have this positive energy that it fuels me up to make more content um about helping them, because I really want to help people ever since I've started this online journey. Not before, even before Legendary Marketers, I was how do you call this? I was live streaming, and then doing the live streaming, I like game live streaming, right? I was giving them like prizes and stuff, because I really want to help them, right? And then I don't want them to feel like what I've felt before, and then that's why I'm sharing valuable content through Legendary Marketers, and then through the stuff that I've learned during my journey,
Mm-hmm.
because it's the journey is I know it's tough for everyone. Like, we have our own journey, our ups and downs, our life difficulties, but as times goes by, you will learn how to change, to cope up, to do things better, because like what I've said before, it's not about the destination, it's the journey. The destination is just there, you know. But the journey, it shapes you up into a much better you, because of the obstacles that you have to conquer, right?
Mm.
And then the things that you have to go through. So I think sharing this to people, sharing my knowledge to people, is the best thing that I could do to help them.
Yeah. So you were doing some things before this. You were doing some streaming, gaming. You were
Mhm.
doing some crypto and NFT.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, can you talk to us about some of the things that you've done in what you're doing now here with affiliate marketing is different than things that you've done before?
Yeah, it's really very different, because in crypto and NFT, you will lose for sure, because as long as you're not 100% committed into it, because I was not that committed into it, right? I was like putting my putting some my money on some of the coins, right? But it's not that I didn't really get like a lot of positive stuff from there, you know. But during my live streaming, I was able to entertain people through my content of gaming, and then they were responding very good, like they're like my friends, like something like that. They're like very close friends when I'm doing live streaming. But it only stopped when I had my accident, my right fractured humerus. So yeah, it all stopped. I was like, it all stopped suddenly, and I was shocked, and then yeah, that was it. Yeah.
So, also you've done some marketing agency work, and
Mhm.
talk to us a little bit about how digital having an agency is different than affiliate marketing.
Oh yeah, because I have this social media marketing agency that I built with my three of my friends, so four of us. So we were doing this um, for people. We look for clients, like we do close calls. Sorry, cold calls, and then we 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 show them our product, our how do you call this, our slideshow. So the things that we can offer to their business, so we can help them do like social media, sorry, do paid ads through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google. So yeah, for a while we've made some quite few, but right now we were all busy, so we just take a fewer clients. So yeah, it was great.
Gotcha, gotcha. So I mean, you've had quite a bit of content success in building up followers. You had built a TikTok account up to 240,000, right? And then had an issue with the TikTok account. Can you talk to us about content creation, and what are some tips that you have for gaining followers? I mean, obviously you started out live streaming in the gaming niche, and you were attracting people and learning how to talk to people and learning how to create content. What have you discovered about marketing and creating content on platforms like Instagram and TikTok and gaining followers? What are some of the tips that you would have for somebody who wants to build up their audience?
Oh, I would say it's just being consistent. Because consistency is the key. I've started zero as well. Everyone started at zero. So when I kept doing my content, I was so consistent on it and dedicated, and like I I'm doing all my research just to give my honest um, content to people. Because having these social medias are the best way on how to show the people what you can offer, and then by building this social medias, you can gain more traction to people, like more attention to what you are offering them.
Hmm.
Because it helps us. It helped me grow to what I am right now. Um, it's not luck. It's not like because I've studied the algorithm. It's not because of the the paid ads or whatever. It's about the consistency that I've brought to the table, and then that's when I learned that it's really paying off. The consistency. It's a big thing. It's not about like before. I was not this big before. I was just doing a little bit of gym, but like 3 times a day, or sorry, 3 times a week, right?
Hmm.
And then I stayed consistent, and I lose weight because the consistency is not about the the how that I do the things in the gym,
Hmm.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I
Mhm.
understand. Yeah, we people hear the word consistency a lot in this show, and
Yeah,
and
that's true.
I think that they wonder, well, how long do I have to be consistent for before I start to see results? And how would you answer that question?
Because I've started my uh, this affiliate marketing journey back in December, and then December of 2022, and then since then, 2 months in, I mean 2 months in, or 2.5 months in, I've already gained 200,000 on my Facebook account. So I was like so shocked, and then it was going so fast, and then my followers are just keep building up because I stay consistent.
Mm,
And before I post stuff, I've tried them first, and then um, I'm I do a lot of research. I did a lot of research because that's the key to build up your followers. And then I had a lot of feedbacks about people thanking me, doing the how thinking of sharing my positive posts, like because it helped them as well. I was
mm.
like so thankful that and that too. Yeah.
So Facebook has been a huge place for you to grow follower count, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you've had more success on Facebook with Reels than any other platform. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
So, it sounds like people should be doing Facebook Reels, and we've tried to be talking about Facebook Reels since they came out with Reels, and sometimes people have a tendency to only to not to ignore one platform, to get over on TikTok and
Oh.
think that that's the place to have, all of
Mhm,
that. That's the only place that you can get tons of followers and that you can have
mhm,
success really fast. But we've had a lot of people over the years, or since Facebook has released Reels, absolutely crush it with Facebook Reels. How is Facebook, in your opinion, different than Instagram or TikTok?
I think Facebook shares our content into more people because Facebook has, I think, more than 5 billion users. Because there's a lot of people on Facebook because it started really way before, right? Way before Instagram, TikTok. But I won't say stick to one social media. You should uh, get try all of the social media platforms because it limits your reach to people. You know, when you just stick into one social media. So having a TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and um, Snapchat, it's not that it's a good way to spread your content and your uh, what you offer because it really builds up as times goes by. You know, it's
Mm,
not just don't stick into to one social media, and then don't just be patient. Don't like rush things because like I've said before, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, right? And then as you go on this journey, you will learn a lot of things. You will learn a lot of your difficulties that you can overcome as times goes by.
yeah. So, I mean, you've had some content on Facebook in particular that have gotten, 500, 1,000, 2,000 shares on it. I mean, when you start having people sharing your content, that's when your content really goes viral. I mean, that's really the secret to viral content is
Uh,
creating content that people want to save. They want to actually save it on every platform you can save content. And the reason why I say save content is because if a video is so valuable to somebody that they actually want to click the extra few buttons to save that video so they can have it, so they can keep it. You know what I mean? And go back
yeah.
to it later. Then that's the sign of a really valuable piece of
Mhm.
content. People are finding that content valuable. Obviously, if people are sharing it and people are saving it, then that's the number one thing that's going to tell these platforms, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Instagram, whether it be TikTok, whatever it is, Pinterest,
Mhm.
YouTube. That's the signs. That's the top number one signs that tells the algorithm that, ooh, people like this content. They're saving it, they're sharing it with others, right? Because when people
Mhm.
share something, they're taking somebody else's content and they're sharing it with other people. That really that's a they're not going to share something unless they really think it's going to be valuable to other people and ultimately make them look good for
Yeah.
sharing it, right? So, what are some of the topics? What are some of the things that you found that you talk about in those videos that get a lot of shares, that get a lot of engagement? What are the hot topics, the hot button topics inside of your niche? You're working in the make money online or the online marketing niche. What are
Mhm.
some of those hot topics that you found really get people in a frenzy, a saving, and a sharing, and a commenting, and a liking frenzy?
Mhm. I think it's about the you have to work on your captions, right? Because captions is really it's really the people see at the first, right? You can put on the word on the top of the video, and then that's gonna be your because people's attention is not that um, um, that doesn't last long. You know, in 1 to 2 seconds, 1 to 3 seconds, you have to take their get their attention real fast. So you have to say the catch, what's in it for them, and then what are they going to get from your video, right? The knowledge that you will they will get from your video. So in order for them to save your video, to comment on your video, to like your video, you have to relate on them. So what's their problem? What's what you can solve about their life, about their problem that they were looking an answer for? You know, it's because uh, helping them solving it, they will more likely to share your video, share it with their friends, like save it to their file so they can go back later on. Um, because sharing this having this valuable content sharing to them, they will more likely to spread the word, even not just your word, because your word will become their word, because they will able to help people as well with your content, because
Yeah.
yeah, the most valuable thing is when people see value in your content or in your um, platform or things that what you offer, they will more likely to be absorbed or be more relatable on this, because you are you help them to solve their problem that they were looking for. So more engagement, more followers, and more likes will go into your account
Yeah.
because of this. Yeah.
I want to talk about the caption thing on the videos because
Uh,
that seems to be really a key to some of your content. If I scroll and I look at some of your content,
mhm.
you do a great job with these captions, and we'll look at a quick example here of what that what that is and what that looks like. So, for example, this video right here, can you see it?
Yeah, yeah,
So this video right here is right when somebody clicks on this video, and this is the very start screen. You basically have this up the entire time.
yeah.
Um, and so when somebody comes on to the video and it's scrolling through their Facebook feed,
Mhm.
they instantly can see exactly what it's about, and they instantly can see that in this case, you dropped all 10 of the AI tools. You could also drop them down one at a time.
Yeah.
Either way, talk to us about the important parts of this video. And this is clearly an easy video to make, right? Because
Mhm.
you're just it's just you sitting there on your computer, but it got 129 shares on it. Talk to us about what the power of the simplicity of this, and what are the important parts here on this video. I mean, what in your opinion works so well here?
Yeah. First of all, you can see that I wrote the 10 insane AI tools, right? Because that's where what's, and then I highlighted them into a colorful one, because that will stick onto their mind like, oh, 10 insane AI tools. I can probably use this in the future or later on. So once they saw this, they will think that this is very is going to help them, on their problem. You're solving their problem because of what you share them. Like I wrote down the 10 insane AI tools, right? And then they can check one of each one of them for themselves, because I wrote even the website, right?
Hmm.
They're going to able to they're be able to check one of each one of those. And then I can break them down, but having this 10 options for them, it will be more uh, engaging,
Hmm.
because it's not just one that you're offering 10.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And you're
it
giving
is
them the actual websites, so they
exactly.
this would be
And what
a
they do, yeah.
yeah, and exactly, and what they do. Yeah, exactly. So this would be, I mean, this is great value. I mean, if we were to open this up and kind of
Yeah.
turn the music off there. I mean, yeah, the first one, descript, generate your own voice with AI.
Uh-huh.
The second one, enhance your voice recording for free. Great 3D assets with ease. Ponzu, plagiarism checker, and AI detector. Originality.ai. I mean, this would be a great example of a video that people would save, right? They would
Yeah.
save this because you're giving away in one video what might take somebody days or weeks or months to find all of these tools all in one place. So that's a fantastic example of that. You have these type of videos as well, to where you've got the big large
Yeah.
caption up there at top. It's kind of like the hook, right, if you will. and then you've got what you're saying here coming
Um,
across on the screen. I want
yeah.
you to talk a little bit about the reason for actually showing the transcript of what you're saying in the video here. Why are you doing that, first of all, and then we'll talk about how you do it. But why would you do something like that? Give the transcription or and of course this has got 205 shares as well.
Wow.
So talk to us about why you would do something like that.
Oh, because sorry, the subtitles help people, because first they will see your, because especially on Facebook, it's not like TikTok or Instagram that they will have their sound on already,
Hmm.
right? It will start at the no sound. So having having subtitles will help you people for them to understand your video quicker,
Mm,
because sometimes people are like busy, they were like on a commute, they were riding a bus or somewhere, but they don't have their headphones on or their headsets on, so you will be able to read what your offer is before they can hear it. It's
mm,
really a very helpful tool to use with the social media content
yeah.
and what we offer. Yeah.
Now, how did you make these? What tool
Oh,
did you use to make these captions?
oh, it's just a phone app. I downloaded captions from App Store. If you're using Android, you can download it through Play Store. Yeah, it's called Captions I think it's by Nvidia. I think it's an Nvidia.
Okay, so it's just
It's
an
really
app
great.
that you use on your phone. You can do it totally mobile. You can do it totally on your phone, and it's just
Yeah,
an app called Captions.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Powerful, powerful. Here we've got another, side hustle video. Some
Uh,
people like the side hustle videos. Some people do them and
mhm.
find that they, these type of videos can also, just so everybody is aware, for full transparency's sake, you have to be careful with these kind of videos because they can also get flagged, and on TikTok, for
Yeah,
example, can be a reason for you to lose your account, right? If
yeah,
people feel in any way deceived by your content, right? If they feel like you're giving them some sort of a side hustle that maybe is not what you're saying that it is. So I want to just personally, myself, just because we're talking about this content, this is not me speaking for you. This is just me speaking for me and our company. That, the side hustle videos and any sort of video that can be perceived as clickbaity or deceptive in any way can absolutely create negative feedback from people, and it can lead to people marking your video as spammy or misleading, and it can ultimately, in some cases, lead to you losing your account. So it is. I just want to give that caveat for everybody. Again, you don't have to comment on that. You can say something about that if you've learned anything about how to make these sort of videos in a way that doesn't, have people giving you or saying, "Hey, this," just basically giving you negative feedback. I mean, do you have any advice on how to do the side hustle videos or the make money online tips type videos without pissing people off, for lack of better terms?
because most of my videos about side hustle, I really dive into it. Like I really tried it for myself first before I share it to everyone. Unlike this one on the screen, um, some of them I've tried, but most of some of them are not. Like because um, I think it's yeah, you're right that some people leads like they're expecting too much about the side hustle videos, you know. But if you example you have you dive into one side hustle deeper, I think people will will see the result, and then they will be able to uh, trust you because of you doing it in yourself on yourself. So you'll be able to they will be able to do it as well. But most more likely on the video, you have to I think you have to divert them, like divert them to your product, because
Mm.
you're offering your product, so you cannot commit fully on this side hustle, something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. If you're one of the there's ways around this, folks, and some of the and they're not foolproof ways around this,
Hmm.
but some of the ways are, again, talking you using common sense in trying to be as transparent as you can. For example, if I'm going to talk about side hustles, I might at the end of the video say many of, or at the beginning of the video, I might say many of these I've done, some I haven't. My favorite side hustle is at the end, and that may be a place where you can let people know this is the one that I do, this is the one that I like, this is the one that I recommend. And if you're promoting a particular course or something, you could say this is a course that taught me how to do it, right? So there's ways, simple ways to to give people lots of tips. For example, if I was writing something about losing weight, uh, and my preferred method was intermittent fasting and high intensity training, I could certainly say there's lots of ways to lose weight. If you're looking for ideas to lose weight, there's lots of ways. There's Mediterranean diet. There's Atkins diet. There's cardio. There's going to Orange Theory Fitness. Right. There's getting a personal trainer. There is there is you know there is training for a of some sort of a an event where you're going to compete in it, to where you have something to look forward to. Now, those are not my preferred methods. My preferred method is intermittent fasting and high intensity training, and here's my free ebook on how to do that, right? So there's ways that we can, both in our caption that's where up here, where you have the here are 22 side hustle ideas that you can use to start making money. I could mention it up there. I could mention it in the video. These are all things that, for those of you who are just looking to absolutely protect your content, but most importantly, protect your accounts, these are the kind of things that we want to keep in mind, right? Because the big question is, well, why do people ultimately lose accounts? And how would you answer that question? What is the reason why people ultimately may lose their account on somewhere like Facebook? But where we see it a lot happening is on TikTok right now.
TikTok, yeah, because I guess TikTok is really hard on this side hustle things, because ever since I've started TikTok, I really didn't get a lot of tractions there, because I think in order to be able to keep your account, to you have to avoid or steer on those side hustle videos unless you've really tried them for yourself. And then, uh, yeah, like what you've said, I've done it with my past videos as well. Like put your favorite side hustle on the bottom or on the screen, right? So they will know that you've done it as well, and then you've actually tried it, because it's your favorite. So of course you've tried it already, and you're showing success on that side hustle, right? I think more what can help you as well on not getting banned on these social media platforms is having the uh, being truthful to yourself, not like sharing just stuff what you saw online, right? Like you just recreated a video, right? You saw a video and then you created it yourself although it works most of the time, but it's actually like um, how do you call it? Like copying someone. Like you should be able to how do you call this? To to show that it's working for you as well,
Mm,
because TikTok is really hard on those. I don't see anything wrong with Instagram or YouTube or Pinterest. It's just really TikTok what's really hard to keep up with these social media platforms. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, TikTok is trying to do what every social media platform has done, which is they basically, it's the wild west when they launch.
Yeah.
Anything goes. They allow anything, damn near anything. And many people got used to that on TikTok, got used to being able to post anything they wanted.
Yeah.
No matter, I mean, copy in other videos, as you mentioned. And the reason why copying people's videos it becomes annoying for people is because they end up seeing 1,000 of the same video, and
Hmm.
there's no way for you to really, you don't look different, you don't look like you have anything unique and valuable to offer. It's just another, if they've seen that same video somewhere else, they're automatically going to, that viewer is automatically going to look at your video and be annoyed by it, because they're going
Yeah.
to think that you copied it from somebody else. And all of us model things. I don't want anybody to get this twisted. I mean, for me in my career, I have modeled a lot of things. I have taken a lot of different ideas from a lot of other people, but I don't copy things, not
Hmm.
because I don't want to. We all want to copy stuff. I mean, when you're in school and
Oh yeah.
you're looking at somebody, who you're sitting next to somebody, and
Hmm.
and they are the smartest person in the class, and you could just look over and copy their answers. That's
Yeah.
of course that's the smart thing to
Can
do,
relate.
right?
Hmm.
I mean, that makes
Hmm.
a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
But the reason why that's not allowed, the teacher doesn't like that, is because we're not thinking for ourselves, right?
Yeah.
And ultimately, that's not really helping you grow. That's not helping you find your voice. That's not helping you to find your creativity. So at the beginning of our marketing careers, we do a lot of modeling or copying. Most people do. Most people do a lot of modeling. I call it modeling because modeling is looking at something and then putting your own twist on it. Copying is just doing it word for word and doing it exactly like you saw it. The difference between copying and modeling, my friends, is not that big. It's a little bit of effort. It's a little bit of individualism. It's a little bit of an originality, to where you could change up colors, you could change up text, you could take a headline and you could post it into to chat GPT and say, rewrite this 10 times for
Hmm.
me. You could, I mean, it's such an easy thing for all of us to do. You could take you could take somebody else's video, you could take all of the content inside of that video and plug it into something like chat GPT and say, literally rewrite this for me 3 different ways. It nowadays, there's so many ways that none of us should be pigeonholed or putting ourselves into a corner of copying anybody. And so I would encourage everybody to take to not feel bad about wanting to copy people. We all want to copy people. We all are taught to copy people. When we're young, we're growing up, we're looking at people, we're copying the way they walk, we're copying the way they talk, etc. But as we get older, we begin to put our own individual spin on it, right? We begin to develop our own personality. And so after a month or two inside of doing this, and as soon as possible is the best time, everybody needs to start to develop their own possibility. And so if you are finding yourself as somebody who, doesn't have any ideas, has absolutely no idea what to create content about, then you can absolutely go and find other content that's doing it well. But for God's sakes, use some of the tools, whether it be some of the artificial intelligence, some of which you are talking about out there, whether it's chat GPT or whether you're just rewriting it yourself or recreating it yourself. Take that content, mix the words up, mix the order up, do it differently a little bit, because my friends, it will help you to keep your accounts alive, and it will help you to come off as original, as having your own individual personality. I think this, Christopher, that the more that we develop our own voice, and our face is the first thing that people see that's different, right? So we've got that going for us. We don't look like anybody else. So that's one thing. But it a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of extra time to find something that you want to remake, and to rewrite it, or put it in a different order, something to put forth a little bit of extra effort to try to make it your own unique piece of content can go miles. I mean, it can do so much for you. What Give us one final tip for creating content, and you can talk about any platform, Facebook if you want, but give us one more piece of advice that we can take today on Monday to create content that can get some of the results that some of your videos have gotten.
Like what you've said, um, um, doing it like reorder things, right? Like you can uh, get some video and then remodel it into your niche or into your content, right? You can mix and match actually, like
Mm,
two videos, right? Like two videos, you can mix and match them together, and then take some of the words out and then put some words in from
mm,
another video, makes it more unique, you know, like, and then sharing it. And then people will see it as a valuable information, and they will be able to comment, like, and share for that video, right? Because mix and matching videos are like it's like a new breed. I've tried it, and then it had a lot of reaction to it, like traction into it.
mm,
So yeah, that's the best thing I could say to people who was trying to grow their social media accounts, like consistency, um, keeping it unique, keeping it real, and then and it's not bad to get some video from others, but you model it into your own, like you made it your own. Like before, I had this video that I made specifically for the people who's looking into this type of problem. So once I've showed that video, one particular video, into that people, it gained a lot of traction. And
mm,
for that video, I've gained around 5.3 million views and
mm.
around 80,000 likes, and then around 20 to 30,000 shares. So
Wow.
it really helps. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and mix and matching from other niches too. I mean,
Yeah.
so often we get so cornered into, say, for example, if we're in the online business or make money online niche, we only look at videos from that niche. And
Hmm.
that's a mistake, friends. That's a mistake, because that's the number one way to look like everybody else. You must look at content. You must look at successful marketers from other niches. How do you do that? Well, the easiest way to do it is begin to search for those terms, whether it be weight loss, intermittent fasting, meditation, yoga, personal development. There's so many different trending keywords for that you will start getting different types of content, relationships, dating advice, stay-at-home moms, dating advice for people over 40. There's just so many different search terms that you can, diabetes. You can. I mean, go to Chat GPT and say, give me 20 different search terms for the dating and relationship niche that I can plug into Instagram to find different types of content. What's going to happen is, if you start to search that stuff on that app, it will begin to feed you content, and then even like some people, some content that starts coming through your feed. Start to like some of those people that you like their content, and guess what? Automatically that app is going to start feeding you content from those other niches, and you're going to start to see how people are creating unique and different content from different niches, and that's going to start coming across your feed, and boom, voila, you've got tons of new ideas every single day from totally different people who are promoting totally different products than you may be. That if you're in a, say, for example, the make money online niche, you can then take those ideas, you can take those those video ideas, and you'll be amazed, as you said, Christopher, you'll be amazed by how many different things overlap from one niche into another. It's you'll be amazed. You'll see it. It's going to be so crystal clear to you. But if you're only following people, say, for example, we have people that come into Legendary and then they just only follow other affiliate marketers, and then they try to recreate those videos, and that's where they get all their inspiration. And my friends, you're getting a tiny little freckle on the pimple of a gnat's ass in comparison to the ideas that you could get, if you're looking outside where nobody else is looking. When I first got started, I was looking in the dating niche, the relationship niche, the health niche. I was looking in all the other niches, and guess what? I got landing page ideas. I got headline ideas. I got, design ideas, color ideas. I got angles. I got content ideas. And when I brought them into the Make Money Online niche, it was so unique. People had never seen it before, but it was just modeled from a completely different niche that nobody was paying attention to. So, Christopher, this has been beautiful. It's been wonderful. It's been inspirational, brother. And thank you so much for sharing some of your story with us. I feel honored that you trust me and us enough to share that with us. We respect that. We honor that, and keep up the great work, brother. Keep the hope alive. You're inspiring a lot of people, my friend. You're doing a lot of great work, and I can't wait to see where this takes you in the future. So come back and see me and keep me posted on your journey. Okay, brother?
Thank you for having me as well. This is such an opportunity. Thank you.
You're so welcome, my friend. I'll talk to you very soon. Stay legendary. Okay, buddy?
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, my friends, there you have it. Another wonderful episode and another great example of what's possible when you stay consistent and you don't give up and you look for ideas, and you take your struggles and you turn them into your strengths. We've all got things that we're overcoming or we have overcome in the past. Sometimes we come on this show and we listen to other people's problems and we listen to what they've gone through, and we say, whew, I'll take my stuff back. I can handle mine. I'm grateful for my challenges, right? And that's one of the powers of this show, is to realize that we all have things that we're overcoming. And so stay in the game and don't quit before the miracle happens, my dear friends. That miracle may be your first lead. It may be your first commission. It may be your first million. I don't know. I don't know how what you consider a miracle, but when I first got started, dadgum, having somebody give me their email address and telling me that they wanted to hear more about what I had to say was a miracle. So don't quit before that miracle happens for you. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another episode. Stay legendary, my friends. Get out of here. Peace.